Good morning. I just got really cold. I apologize. I probably will have to grab a sweatshirt in a moment. I think it's just because I'm trying to drink my little morning coffees. Um, so I figured we would continue. I personally am wanting to pour more energy back into kind of like the more basic aspects. Hello, Ophelia. The more basic aspects of tarot, but also developing different offshoots of tarot as I've been trying to do. So I'm gonna continue that today. Gonna use Teresa Chung, the Elemental Encyclopedia of the Psychic World. Been drawing off this book quite a bit lately. It just gives you a much deeper kind of, I want to say, insight into what's really going on, like the vision that we should maybe be focusing on versus the one that we have been focused on. This all seems, the psychic world seems really occult to people. It's somehow scary. It's somehow, too far one direction or another. And I don't want that to be the case anymore. So I'm trying to demystify this a little bit, declassify a little bit of the information that would be helpful in not only me kind of, building my own universal remote for myself, but also for other people to have that same ability or the right to do that for their own life, especially in places that it hasn't felt exactly fulfilling the way that you want it to. So I'm just going to open and we'll see what happens. This is our 101 case. This is page 595. Case involving the Irish medium Eileen Garrett, who allegedly solved the mystery of the crash of the British dirigible R101 using information communicated to her from the spirit world. So this is not a skill set. This is actually a case study, which would be an interesting thing to start pulling tarot cards for. I will try it. We'll try it. Why not? Let's make this the first case study. I don't want to do a case study in the traditional form, like where we're trying to chase down, like this is cops and robbers. I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in, that's interesting that a wolf just came out, is because I would like to understand the paranormal input and how helpful it either was or was not. I've got my trusty marker. I got my pen. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and read one more paragraph. Maybe, not even that. Garrett claimed to have had a series of premonitions of the disaster, which killed 48 passengers and crew. She sent a warning to the director of civil aviation, Sir Sefton Brackner, but he refused to take it seriously and declared the R101 to be as safe as a house, except for the millionth chance. Interesting way to phrase that. Except for the millionth chance. She received a message during a seance from a deceased Captain Hinckliffe, warning his friend Ernest Johnston, the navigator of the R101, not to go on the ship's flight because it would crash. But Johnston also did not take the message seriously. So this is about premonitions and the viability of them when it comes to actual disaster, right? I don't want to delve too deeply into this because it's very, very much part of like a feedback loop. So more than anything, I'm seeing this as a case observation rather than a study. I don't really want to look into what happened or the outcome or anything like that. That was enough information for me personally to get, like there's seance energy in there. This is something that was divined from a seance. So here's the which. We're not asking where the information came from. We already know which. Eileen Garrett, Captain Heinrich, and Mr. Johnson, Ernest Johnson. I don't know why I'm hearing over like a loudspeaker. Maybe this is like similar to premonitions that people get before airplane crashes or something. But the way I just said that, it came out in a strange, like it came out like a loudspeaker at an airport, like, Johnson, Mr. Ernest Johnson, please report to blah, 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 right? And this is the premonition. This is realizing which, like, sometimes you don't know where these feelings come from, right? And that's when it's valuable to be able to say, this is which direction or which piece of information, factual evidence that I can show you about this premonition I'm having. This, it's an oncoming storm of information, right? So there's this wedding cake. There's this wedding cake. And I want to say this is kind of that moment where everyone's like, speak now or forever hold your peace. Somebody's about to say something, or somebody's about to do something, or something's about to happen. It doesn't have to be a flight quite literally, like a pilot, or kind of like, there doesn't have to be like an itinerary. There could just be like a literal, you could be at a wedding event, right? And because you're asking questions like, wait, which woman is the bride or groom marrying? Which man is the bride or groom marrying? Like, you're confused, but there's also like this feeling in the pit of your stomach that's kind of like, ooh, this could be bad, you know? This could be bad. It's an anxiety. Did I pick the right woman or the right man to get married to? Which, you know, if you had choices, maybe that's a thing. Maybe that crossed your mind on your wedding day. Does for a lot of people. This is not a question anymore about a case that needs to be solved. This is about realizing the ring is at the bottom of the deck. This is knowing what you made a commitment to, or understanding that it's a learning process, that marriage is a learning process, that learning to fly an airplane is a learning process, that diplomacy, learning the color of fear, learning the way that it tastes, the way, you know, it's literally sweating out. I'm just seeing someone that has sweat out, they have like pit stains, okay? In the same way that I'm seeing someone changing tires on a car. You understand what I'm saying? That it's something here about like you needing to decide which direction. I'm also seeing Yo Gotti, that down in the DMs. It goes down in the DM. Yeah, that's the energy that's right here. It's kind of like time's up. You kind of already have a pretty big like idea of what's going on. And you're not asking like, which woman am I gonna walk down the aisle with? Because you already have a bride at the end of the aisle in a wedding dress. This is more like the tumultuous feeling right before the wedding happens. And it's still going to happen. That's the thing. No matter if someone stands up and says, you know, this is how I feel about something, it's still gonna happen. This princess right here is like, you know, she's the most sensitive princess ever. She's the princess in the pea. She's the one that can feel like the tiniest little minute, you know, she's the diamond in the rough. She's the queen of premonitions, right? But this woman, no matter what she reads, no matter what she says, no matter kind of her expression, this is the case. This is the case. So there's going to be a commitment to whatever anxious feelings, questions. This is asking all the questions before the marriage. All the hard questions. Did I ask enough hard questions? Did I have enough difficult conversations before taking this commitment? When did I give permission for all of this to take place? Was I certain at those times? Was I mean, like, God forbid you be like under duress or something like that. But that's kind of the energy here, is like, I don't even know which direction I took. I just got on this plane and now I'm going through we're flying through turbulence and all kinds of storms. You know what I mean? And I'm supposed to arrive in a non-disheveled, put together manner, ready to walk down the aisle and put a ring on it for the rest of my life, you know? It's just making sure that you liked it before you put a ring on it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's crossing your T's, dotting your I's. I want to go to premonitions, because that's maybe the skill set that needs to be kind of, I guess, honed in this specific case. There's something that just caught my eye, and we're coming back to that in a little while. But not right now. I'm staying on premonitions. Yeah. So it's page 560. I have been here before on June 11th for pre-existence, but not for premonition. So we will add today is September 7th of 2024.